Hello, friends, and welcome to another Sunday Reset here at the Lowe House. I've got a long one for you guys today, so sit back, grab a snack, and let me motivate you to get some chores done inside and outside of your home today. If you happen to be new, hello, I'm Robin, and I'm so glad that you're here today. Okay guys, I've got one more cup of coffee to drink before I can get going for the day. Let's walk outside on the deck and look around for a little bit while it's still kind of cool. Sorry, the dryer's going. I've already started my laundry this morning. I am determined. I think I only had like 2 loads of laundry to do today, so thank goodness we'll get that laundry done. So let's walk out on the deck, see what it looks like, check out the yard, and see what all needs to be done today outside. Okay, before I went to bed last night, guys, I like to water my ferns from the bottom. So I took 2 big pots, and you'll see this one watering. He still looks a little sad. It has been so hot here in Texas lately, like 95 degrees every single day. And so every day I've had to come and water my plants on the back porch, on the front porch. So this is a time where you're like, gosh, I wish I didn't have that many plants. But I'm taking care of them, and they're pretty much still alive. There's some I need to move around today. This plant, y'all, I have not showed y'all yet. My friend Fran brought this back for me from vacation. And Fran, I'm going to let you tell them in the comment section what type of plant this is. But look, I'm so proud of it. I'm afraid to put it in an actual pot, but look at all of these little new ones. I'm so excited to see all that new foliage here. I need to wash it off. It's a little dirty, but yes, again, I forget what type of plant it is, but it's doing so well here on the back deck. And I still have some of my flowering plants flowering. They're doing so well. Let's see here. I do need to get back here and again water. I always need to blow off the porch. I always have some towels out here ready for the pool. I haven't actually been in the pool. I'm hoping to do that today. I've been so busy with the wedding and all that, but now we're kind of getting a little bit more not so busy in the Lowe house. We've got a family vacation coming up in August, but until then, oh y'all, I see my rabbit out there. Oh my goodness. Can y'all see my rabbit out there eating? Let's see if I can get a closer look. Hang on. Okay, and here's the right side of the porch. All my plants here are doing so well. I've got a new bird feeder that I've had for some time now that I've got to put out today. So we'll work on getting our bird feeder put up. The one that's over there now, the one you see now to the right, the bottom is kind of rusted out. My friend Linda gave those to me, y'all, probably 3 years ago. They have been such good bird feeders. That one's still going strong over there, but this one needs a new one. So we'll be doing that today, water the plants today, and just a little bit of outside work. I know you guys love it when I get outside in the yard, and then we'll do some inside chores. So thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Let's get this day started. Okay, friends, I'm finally pretty much done with my morning coffee. Let's get out here and do some outside chores before it gets too hot out here. The birds are chirping. It's going to be a fabulous day, but it's going to be about 95 degrees here in Texas today. So let's do our morning outside chores first, and then we'll move inside and get some stuff done inside in the air conditioner. So if you need to do some outside chores this morning, come along with me. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is hang up my fern, and let me show you what I mean by I water it from the bottom. Okay, I just have this big pot, which pretty much us have a pot laying around, and so this is what I do. I just fill it up with water. This one didn't soak up all the water, so it didn't need a whole bunch, but I just sit it in here overnight, and that really helps your ferns when you water them from the bottom. Okay, let's get this hung back up. Okay, friends, this is called a coleus, and the great thing about this plant, of course, first look how well it's doing. It's loving this little area right here. But the great thing about coleus is that you can just pop this off. Let me show you. Just pop off a twig, just like that. Take a couple of the leaves off of it, and then you can stick this in the ground of another pot and it will root itself. Oh my goodness, I just love that about this plant. So I'm gonna pop off a couple of these and put them over in that other pot that's kind of the one I took the dead plant out of. Pop a couple of these in there and watch. Within a week's time it will root. It's so neat. Okay, so here I go. So you see how I took off a couple of those extra leaves that were down there so I would have a little bit more of a stem. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna push it down into the soil ever so gently, because you can break that stem. So there's one, and I'm gonna do one more, and I'll try to remember, guys, in about a week to come back and show you guys how it roots itself, but it is super cool. So look how pretty it just made that plant. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, about this time, Derek and Javi showed up with our groceries from Sam's. So I'm gonna take a quick minute, go inside, take a break, and get the groceries put up. Okay guys, I gotta work fast on this grocery haul because we've got some popsicles here and I've got to get back outside. So, okay, so we just have some milk and this funny looking milk jug. I don't know why they've changed that milk jug like that, but so funny. Okay, so we got some Oreo, yeah, what are these? Frozen treats. Dirk's been craving ice cream lately. We've got some chicken sandwiches, hopefully for my lunch. We've got some Fritos. I don't know about you guys, but I love a Frito pie. We got our normal little 5-pound bag of cheese. We got some Nutty Butters, some mixed, what is this called? Oh my goodness, I just went blank. Some mixed garden salad. Dirk loves to put turkey meat on that. Derek's triple berry nut trail mix, that's his favorite snack. We got some more cookies. If you want a good body wash for your shower, this Neutrogena Rain Refreshing Shower Gel and Bath Gel, I think Derek got pomegranate again. This is the best stuff. It smells so good and it lingers also. And Derek got some shampoo. Ooh, street corn dip, something new. I bet he got those Fritos to go with his dip. Oh, that's going to be a good treat today. And then these are his favorite little zero-carb tortillas that he likes to put his turkey meat in. And then, of course, my wonderful soup, the broccoli cheddar that I pretty much have every weeknight with some turkey meat inside of it. And speaking of turkey meat, this is how we buy our turkey meat. And then he picked me up, this is what he put me up for lunch. Some Southwest-style cheesy rice. Ooh, that looks good. Let's see, it's got vegetables and black beans. That looks great. I'm always needing something for my lunch. And then, of course, avocados. And so that's pretty much his, oh, and just some cherry tomatoes to go on his salad. So that's pretty much what our grocery haul was today. Very simple. Okay, I'll get the cold stuff put up and then we'll get back outside. Y'all, Derek is so funny. He's telling me at this point how to put the turkey meat in the freezer. He's telling me, since we have another package already in there, to put the new package on the bottom so that we can use the old meat first. Never realized that's what he did, but he taught me today how to properly put the turkey meat in the freezer. Bye, babe. Have fun golfing.
Bye.
You back?
I'm back. Got my son.
Use a lot of that sunscreen. Okay, we're back outside. Let's get our new bird feeder hung up. Here's the first home for this bird feeder. Y'all, my little mimosa tree is dying. I don't know what happened, but oh, I'm so sad. I love mimosa trees. They still remind me of my childhood. They used to be everywhere where I grew up, and this one offered such great shade, but it is dying. Oh, so sad. But right now it does offer a chance for me to hang some bird feeders, so hopefully this afternoon we'll get out here and I'll show you some birds feeding. But this morning I haven't seen any. It's pretty hot. Okay, now let's hang the other one. Y'all, the wind's blowing just enough to make my wind chimes chime. Oh, I love that sound. Okay, so there's my second bird feeder. So I've got one on each side of the yard, which is the way I normally do. That one hasn't been filled in quite some time. So anyway, this is about to make the birds happy, and of course the squirrels. Here's another area where I have a coleus, and look how big it's gotten. So I'm going to clip off a couple of these stems and make another plant out of this one. Okay, here's an area where I just keep some potting soil pretty much at all times. So when I'm ready to pot plants, I'll have some potting soil ready. I'm just going to use this sweet little owl turquoise planter, and this is what I'm going to use to put my little stems of coleus to make a new plant. Okay friends, and just like that, I have a whole new plant. Now every once in a while they will not root, but most of the time, I'd say probably 90% of the time, my coleus always roots. So there's a totally new little plant here to put here on this little table. How sweet is that? Okay friends, we're back inside in the air conditioning. Praise you Lord for air conditioning. So yeah, I was getting pretty hot out there. Okay, before I get started though on my chores inside, I'm gonna make some sugar water from my hummingbird feeder. I brought it in, you can see it there. I rinsed it out, and then I had to text my friend Kathy. Thank you, Kathy, you always come to my rescue, to see. I know you're all gonna say, Robin, we've given you these measurements before, but I always forget how much sugar and water proportion to put in my sugar water for my hummingbird feeder. So I text Kathy. I could have done Charlotte or Tammy or some more people, but I did Kathy because Kathy has told me once before what the how she does her hummingbird water, and I said, okay, I'm going to write it down in my date book. And of course I didn't write it down in my date book, but today is the day I'm going to write it down in my date book. So I'm going to take a second back to my notes section. For you guys that are new or haven't been around for a while, I'm a planner girl for sure. My whole life is in these planners. So I have one for an everyday planner. I have one for my YouTube channel. I have one that I keep at work. So I have one for birthdays for my family, because right now we have 6 grandchildren, so we are just growing. So I'm definitely a planner girl. So I knew if I would just write it down in my everyday planner, I would just look back on it. So here I go. I'm gonna make a note of my Hummingbird sugar water, and per Kathy, and I'm sure all of y'all, she does 4 cups of water and 1 cup of sugar. Okay, there, I'm done. It's now in my date book, Kathy, so, and I won't be having to ask you guys anymore, but you guys are always so sweet. Pretty much any question I have, y'all always give me advice in the comment section, and if you don't take the time to look through my comment section, I wish you would. I've got such good friends out there, and they're always asking me questions about things, and sometimes I just don't know. I just don't know, and I try to be honest with them and say, I'm so sorry, I just don't know the answer, but I'll find the answer for you. So go through my comment section. I get so many comments on each video, and I love it. I know so much about all you guys that I've never met, but I know all about your family, and it just warms my heart. I don't know if you guys know this, but my channel is almost 5 years old, and I started right during kind of COVID. And my main reason for starting was my husband is self-employed, and he has raised this family being self-employed. He's one of the hardest working men that I know. I'm gonna tear up, but he has provided such a great life for us, and he's worked so hard. So when I thought to myself, you know, I would love having a YouTube channel, and then I had all this self-doubt, like I'm too old, I work an 8-to-5 job, I didn't even have an Instagram account at that time, I didn't know anything about technology, I could barely post on Facebook, I would have to call my daughter all the time. But anyway, all that self-doubt, just putting yourself out there to the world nowadays is a little scary. I'm a people pleaser, I don't have a very thick backbone. I'm getting one. So I was trying to prepare myself for those bad comments, and just, you know, and so I just prayed. I said, God, open this door. If this is something I need to do, I am a Christian, and so I knew I had to share God's love through my channel, and I knew that was going to bring me some criticism. And I have lost some people by sharing the love of God in my videos, but that's okay. I pray I touch them somehow, and somehow that is still working in their mind, and that they will be saved and know Jesus Christ is their personal Savior. Because guys, what does this world need today? We need hope. We need something to fall back on, to know that we're here for a purpose. And so anyway, I can get off on that and talk for hours on the love of Jesus Christ and what he has done for my life. But back to why I started. I really started because I thought, you know, I'm 55 years old. I was, what, 51, something like that when I started. And I knew retirement was knocking on the door. For those that do not know, I work for a judge. And so if a judge gets reelected, there's another term, I have a job. But if he doesn't, most likely the new judge will bring in a new court coordinator, which is what I am. So I have to, in the back of my mind, prepare for retirement. And I thought, how awesome would it be if I could really develop a really strong YouTube channel by the time I retire? And that would give maybe Derek a little bit more, I don't know, mindfulness of that he doesn't have to work as hard for so long. His father is still working, and he is over 70, and he is still going strong. And even though that's what keeps my father-in-law going, that work, I just don't want Derek to have to work so hard for, like he does now, forever. So I want us to enjoy our retirement life and just to be able to retire. So anyway, long story short, I mainly started this channel, guys, to help in my retirement, and never knowing how awesome it would be and the friends I would make here. I do have, I think, 3 hometown friends, Kathy, Laura, Lowe, and Charlotte. They have been with me since the very first video that was horrendous. It's on my channel if you want to watch it, but it was my very first YouTube video, and it was just a little bit of me cleaning. It's not very long, but whew, I've come a long way, but then I still have a long way to go. I still say the wrong things. I still don't have the best lighting. I still don't have the best content. So there's still a long way for me to go as far as having a really good channel, but I do love what I have. I try to be as real as possible for you guys, as real as I can be, putting things out there on the internet. I try to share a little bit of my I try to share a little bit of my family with you guys, especially in these Sunday resets. So if there's any type of video that you guys would like to see that I don't do, I had a friend, leave me a comment in the comment section. I just had a friend this week who reached out to me. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, I cannot remember who that was. I'll try to put her name here on the screen. I can go back and look. But I am a huge, envelope saver. It's the Dave Ramsey envelope saving system. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but I'm going on, I think, a year and a half of doing that, and that system has totally changed my mindset on spending money. I've never been a saver. I've always been a spender. I've never really had, I thought, any extra to save until I started this envelope system, and oh my goodness, it has really changed my life when it comes to me looking at money. So this friend mentioned if I could do maybe just a video on how I do my saving in my binder. So maybe I could do a little short snippet and put it into a Sunday reset. Maybe none of you guys are interested in that. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I do post a pretty good bit about my saving and my binders. And I just love it. It is so much fun, and it helps me to save. Oh my gosh. I have a YouTube a binder for my YouTube business, and then I've got several, like a beauty binder, and then like an everyday binder, and I have an envelope binder that I have in my purse. So if you're interested in that, I'll be quiet about that. But if you're interested, let me know, and I may add a little segment into one of my next Sunday Reset videos. Okay, enough talking. Let's get this kitchen cleaned up, and then I'm gonna get in the pool. Okay, so I have my 4 cups of water to 1 cup of sugar, and we'll let that dissolve. And guys, it does not take just a second for that to start melting. And then once it melts, I just take it off the burner and let it completely cool down to room temperature before I pour it into my Hummingbird feeder. And I'm quite sure most of you already know that, but you just never know. You might could teach someone something new. When I first started YouTube, there were so many things when I first started watching YouTube channels. I'm like, oh my goodness, I was 50 years old and didn't know some of these tips that some of these ladies had on their cleaning and decorating channels. So I try to share everything in my home with you guys, no matter what, no matter if I think you already know it or you don't know it, because let me tell you, I am still learning at the age of 55. I don't know about you. So I just try to tend to share it all. And even if I think most of you know the answer or already know how to do something, I am considered an influencer, which is a very hard word for me to say because in my mind, I'm just an old Texas grandma. But I am an influencer to some people. And so because of my YouTube channel, that is supposed to be giving cleaning tips and decorating inspiration, I don't know, some people give me a hard time about some of the silly things I do on here or some of the silly things I say. However, I've said this before, I just try to be as real as I can here and share everything with you guys. And always feel free to message me in the comment section if you ever have any questions about what I do. Okay, now today I'm just hand washing some dishes, and I'm just going to use my Dawn Power Spray. I love this stuff. I am a Dawn Original user. I like the original blue. I don't like anything with a scent to it. I don't like all that other dishwashing liquid that's got lots of fragrances to it. I just like my original Dawn. And if you have not tried this Dawn Power Wash, you must try it, especially when it comes to hand washing your dishes, because you just spray it on there, let it sit for a few minutes, let it do its job, and then just wash it off. I love this stuff. Okay, now that my dishes are done, let's clean the sink real fast. I really needed to clean my stovetop today, but it didn't get done in today's video. Just having a white porcelain sink, I have to clean this pretty often. Okay, so since I have a white porcelain sink, I have to pretty much clean this son of a gun like once a week at least, because it will stain so easily, especially around like the little drains down there. So I have to stay on top of this. And I have just found that the best thing is this Barkeeper's Friend. And I like, some people have the liquid. I like the powder a little better. I don't know, it seems like it's more abrasive possibly and gets my stains out a lot quicker. So you saw what I did. I just sprinkle some on there. I take a sponge that's specifically to clean my sink with. I don't wash my dishes with it. And then I just kind of make a paste with some warm water, get it real good and soapy and pasty, whatever you want to call it. And I let it sit on there for, I don't know, maybe up to a minute. And then I'll go back with some Dawn dishwashing liquid and rinse it off. And so it's very important to rinse it off, guys, because it'll kind of leave a little grit behind if you don't rinse it really well. So we're just going to let it sit here and let it just do its job. And then I'll go back and rinse it off with some Dawn dishwashing liquid. I probably won't film that. I might film drying out the sink, but that's a lot of watching me clean. But anyway, that's how I clean my white porcelain sink. Okay, while that is doing its job, let's do our hummingbird feeder real quickly. I'm going to fill it up with some hummingbird sugar water, and then we'll take it back outside. This is going to be a little too much for this, possibly, or it might be just right. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit too much, so y'all can see here. I need to just go ahead and pick up another hummingbird feeder when I go to the dollar store today, so I can have 2 of these, and that will be perfect to have enough water for 2 hummingbird feeders. But I think I'll just put this in a mason jar and put it maybe in the refrigerator, and I can use that next time. That's a good idea too. So, okay, let's fill up. Okay, let's get our hummingbird feeder back together and let's put it back out on the porch. Okay, I didn't show it on film, but I did let that paste sit there for a few minutes while we put the bird feeder up. And then I rinsed out the paste, and then I added some Dawn dishwashing liquid and just kind of cleaned the sink just one more time. That Barkeeper's Friend can leave like a residue behind because it's the powder form. The liquid form is also good, but it doesn't really leave a residue like that powder form does. So it's very important that you'll use some dish soap and clean out your sink. And then, of course, I like to dry my sink out and then put my decor back. So here's my sink all nice and shiny and white. Okay, now let's take a moment and dry and put up our hand wash dishes. Okay, friends, that's all I have for you in today's Sunday Reset. I sure hope I gave you some motivation not only to get some chores done inside your home, but outside your home. I appreciate you if you're still watching my video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment, share this video with your friends and family, and if you happen to be new today, please leave maybe your name, where you're from in the comment section. We'd love to hear where you guys are from. And until next time, friends, take care of yourself, rest your body, rest your mind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.